Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Sandy, and we're two tenderfoot tourists. Welcome to episode 61, the one about blues, brews, and barbecue.
Yeah, in this podcast, we're going to talk not only about the blues, brews, and barbecue, and a little bit about the Boys and Girls Club of the Ozarks, and what they're doing and how and why they're doing it. It's a nonprofit organization. We're going to talk about them for just briefly. We are going to bring to you the positive and the negatives and the things we enjoyed and the things we did not necessarily enjoy. And we're also going to compare it to the year before the first annual. And we'll even play a little bit of music of the bands that had played there, just kind of give you an idea or a flavor of what kind of music you could expect from going to one of those particular ones, because they do hold them all over the place.
Right. And I mean, don't think that just because you maybe hit the first band, but you leave early, that you're not going to get good performances, because they are good throughout the day. They are incredible.
Really good, yeah. Okay, so
Blues, Brews, and Barbecue Festival.
Right.
That benefits the Boys and Girls Club
of the Ozarks. Right. Okay, so this is the second annual. They did one last year at the same time that we went to as well, and they held it down in Branson Landing.
Right. And if you don't know, we live in Missouri, so we're talking about Branson, Missouri. It is a great area.
Oh, it's really, very nice. It's pretty new.
And the best thing about this whole festival, from our side of it, is that it was free.
Right. That is a benefit.
You spend how much you want to spend, basically.
We're not the only one that does this.
Right. There are a lot of blues, brews, and barbecue festivals. Ours that we went to the last 2 years is for Boys and Girls Club of the Ozarks.
Right. Right.
We could talk in circles all day. We're talented. Okay, so the Branson Landing is an amazing place for you to go down to. They have ample parking, although it's really busy. Even down at this time of year, I mean, it's crazy. The summer's basically over, and it still has an onslaught of buses that are coming in with tourists. Oh, yeah.
Dropping off and shopping and visiting the stores there. So, I mean, it was pretty busy when we got there, but as time went on, it got even busier.
Right. It's kind of funny because we got there pretty early. The music didn't start till noon, and we were there by 10:40? Yeah. Approximately. Mm-hmm. And we took our lawn chairs in, and it's really cool because you just take your lawn chairs in and you get them positioned down there near the, the bandstand area, and you put them there, and you can sit there in your chairs, or you can leave for a while and come back, and your stuff is not messed with.
They were holding it over by the music fountains. Is that right?
I call it the bandstand because that's where they set up for the bands. So.
That's true, but it's about the midway point in the Branson Landing that runs along the Lake Taneycombe. It's about 1.5 miles worth of just shopping centers and restaurants and all these things. And in the very center, they have this water fountain that does these orchestrated water shows with flames and stuff like pyrotechnics.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's pretty amazing. And they had the bandstand that you were talking about just in front of the water fountain.
It was pretty cool looking because when the bands performed, then behind them, sometimes the water would kick on and it'd start shooting up in the flames, you know.
Which felt really good.
And it wasn't noisy. No, you could just see it going on behind them, so it was adding a little bit to the performance, you know.
It really did.
And then behind that, of course, is Lake Taneycombe, and across that is this huge bluff. So it's a cool visual.
It is a good visual.
It was pretty humid out.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's nearly as bad as last year. Last year we were really, really hot.
Oh, let's hit with the atmosphere that when we first arrived. It was warm, but there was a nice cool breeze.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible. And we sat down in the shade at first too, because we knew that we could move over later if we just paid attention to what time it was and how many were starting to file in.
So, I had a video that I had filmed with the GoPro. And it's like 25 minutes worth of video. But as soon as I can get that up, on YouTube, I'll be sure to post it on, our Facebook page, our Instagram, and our Twitter to let you know that it's up for you to view. If you're interested in coming down to Branson, this is a really good video because it gives you a sense of the scale that the shopping center is, the Branson Landing. And it also gives you a visual of where the stores are at and the type of crowd that you're going to be experiencing there. The restaurants that you can find there, and a lot of the activities as well. So we'll be sure to put that up on Facebook and let you know when it's available, or you could just simply subscribe to our YouTube channel and push the little ring bell, the notification button, and it'll alert you every time we do.
Yay.
Yay. So we want to talk about the experience at the Branson Landing itself, right?
Right. I want to say right off the bat, it's one of those situations where they're trying to raise money for the Boys and Girls Club. Yeah. So they have booths out there.
Yeah. Lots of booths.
Selling like barbecue and different kinds of snacks, right?
Oh yeah, and little souvenirs, if you will.
Yeah, they have shirts. I think that I heard say that there was going to be the little, what do you call them, lightsabers again for after the dark. After the dark. For after dark.
He called them
everything.
lightsabers.
Yes, he did.
But that being said, compared to what we had last year, as far as like the amount of people who remember one of the things that we were concerned about, the fact that not very many vendors actually responded to that and participated in it?
Yeah, I remember being very disappointed in the amount of vendors out there and the fact that the ones that actually have buildings on the landing didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah, that was
weird.
They
were asking us.
It's like, okay, what's going on? I'm like, you work here and you don't know?
Now, we did get asked that on our way in again this year.
Like, I mean, there's a failure in communication somewhere.
Absolutely.
There's a breakdown.
All I know is if I'm working at Earthbound and I'm expecting just a regular September crowd and suddenly the stinking place is packed and I don't have my staff the way it should be, I'm going to be a little frustrated. And I mean, everywhere we went in was fairly busy.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there. You know what? I can't help it. I really do like going down to the landing, though.
I do too. It's a nice area.
Looking around at some of the stores, they have a lot of stores they have a lot of clothing stores, which I couldn't possibly afford to buy some of the clothing.
Your daughter bought a dress.
She did buy a dress. But there are those stores like As Seen on TV.
Yeah, that's fun.
And they also had like one where you had like toys, card games, and all those sort of things. That is a neat store.
Yep, I like that. Oh yeah, the arcade. You know, we never made it in there. We were going to go in there. We never did.
I know.
And we went before. I mean, we went a year ago. But it's a really cool arcade. I mean, this is like what we would have had as kids on major acid because it is just incredible.
Goodness. They have one of those video games that like, okay, for instance, it's the classic 80s style video games like Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man or Galaga. And they don't, it's not enough that it's on a tabletop, size game that you're playing there, but they have it on this huge large screen TV.
Right, so everybody can watch you play it.
So everybody, and you can watch, it's like, okay, that's really cool.
Or they can watch it and go, wow, that guy really sucks.
But, it does have a lot to offer, and they even have a zip line. It's called Parakeet Pete's Waterfront Zip Line. You can do that. They also have, that one is kind of goes over Lake Taneycomo. Taneycomo. Yeah, it goes over Lake Taneycomo and goes up to that cliff Sandy had mentioned before that's on the other side of the lake, and you zip line back into the landing. There's that. They also have the balloon ride, which is, we found out at the time of this recording, it was $12.
Right.
And he said it lasted for 5 minutes, which had really impressed me.
And it's not some kind of crazy wild ride or anything. It's just going up and down and it turns so you could have a good view of the landing area. But we're thinking it'd be really cool to get up there with our GoPro. So eventually we're going to try to do that.
Eventually. And it's right there at the opening on the other side of the other parking lot from Bass Pro. It's on the other end.
On the opposite end, yes.
On the opposite end. And you can't miss it. As soon as you walk in, there it is. Like Sandy said, we really like to do that. I think that'd be an excellent GoPro moment.
Lots of fun.
So anyway, the landing was hopping. Essentially, it got really busy. I think we got there at a perfect time because we found a really good place.
We did. We found that everybody was jealous.
Exactly. So if you're planning on going down, wouldn't you recommend that if someone was going to come down to Branson and they're going to visit the landing, the parking there is really good anytime before 10:30?
Before noon's probably good.
Before noon is good. If you're going to do some walking around in there, try to get there between, before
because
11.
It's really not too busy. I mean, it may have just gotten as busy as it did because of the fact they were having the festival.
It may.
But it did get a lot busier later. And I mean, there's a lot of people walking around down there.
It doesn't help if you're going to go to the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, festival or benefit is more like it.
It's a festival.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that. You'd be wise to get down there as soon as you can and plop your chair down and then go visit the stores.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. There are people actually even that bring in their coolers And they have their snacks and their drinks all in there.
Now, what is our number one concern about people bringing their own food in and everything?
Well, it's a benefit.
It's a benefit. And you had you had Big Whiskey, their tent where they sell barbecue and sandwiches. They had Buffalo Wing.
Was there a Buffalo Wild Wings?
Wild Wings, that's it.
Was there a place called Laredo?
Like Laredo Cantina is there. They also had this steak restaurant, which...
Oh, we're such losers.
No, I have the name right here.
Oh, good. You get it.
They had Black Oak Grill.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one, yeah.
Gosh, all of a sudden I got really dizzy.
Well, and this year they added a bouncy house.
Yeah, they did.
And face painting.
I think face painting was there last year. But Bouncy House,
Bouncy House definitely wasn't.
No.
That's brand new.
There were several other things.
They sold T-shirts.
Yeah. They sold T-shirts just like last year.
The exact same T-shirt, didn't they?
No, actually, I think the one they were offering was like a deep blue instead of the dark blue that we have right now.
I like mine because it has almost a denim blue. I like it.
Yeah, that's a good way of describing it. It's like a denim blue. And they're comfortable.
Yeah,
and
I've worn mine a lot.
And now the way they have this situated, you have to go to a ticket booth and then you pay $1 per ticket, and everything that you buy or you purchase there, you give them a ticket, which represents $1. So meals will cost anywhere between 6 to 12 or 15 tickets, depending on what you're buying.
Or like when you wanted to get a beer, it was going to take 5 tickets.
Yes. So it was technically $5 for a draft. And there was a Budweiser truck, and it had, Budweiser, Bud Light, Shock Top, Gooseneck, and one other one I can't remember. Oh, Ultra Michelob. They had that too, and they had drafts of it. It was really good. I noticed that I kind of got ripped off on the size.
You say ripped off, but this is the exact same thing they did last year, and they told you.
I always forget that. Okay,
if you like the fancier beer, it's more expensive for them.
It's crazy to think that Shock Top is considered a fancy beer.
It's more of a high dollar beer compared to Bud Light.
I can get a 6-pack of Shock Top for the same amount for...
It's a benefit.
Okay, all right. You're right. You're right. I'm working past that now, and now we move on.
He's just mad because his son's beer was bigger than his.
That was not fair. He should have told me, you'll get more beer if you go with Bud Light. It's like, dang it.
Wow.
So anyway, you can do all kinds of things there at the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue. As far as there's a lot of vendors out there available. There's drafts. There's raffles that are going on, and where someone could actually win like a $200 smoker, I believe is what it was. Here it is. It's like a $5 raffle entry for a 14-inch charcoal barbecue grill, valued at $50. But then they also had a Grizzly cooler for it's a $200 value, and you pay $10 in raffle tickets. They also had Dine Around, a $10 raffle entry, and what it included was Famous Dave's barbecue. It was $25 there, a gift card that is. Also a gift of dinner for two, Black Oak Grill, $25 gift card at Buffalo Wild Wings, $50 gift card to Garfield's Restaurant and Pub.
Wow.
Yeah, tell me about it. And Level 2 Steakhouse. That was the one I was trying to remember.
Okay, they did not have these raffles last year.
No, they did not.
What little they had, they had the truck with the motorcycle last year. They had a different one. And I can't remember. They may have had one other one. They did not have this many last year. That's incredible. I'm really excited because I said something last year to you about I wish these restaurants would have stepped up and gotten more involved.
Yeah, I know. And then obviously they have. That package, the Dine Around package for Branson, and for $10, it's a $500 value.
That's awesome.
All right. And Entertain Around, they have something. They had a package there that allowed you to go into different places. Like, for instance, the largest toy museum, admission to Silver City for one day, Dixie Stampede, dinner and attraction.
I've been there. That place is awesome.
Showboat Branson Bell. And you pay $20 in raffle, and it's an $875 value. You get all that.
That's incredible.
This is the one the Big Green Egg. Those
barbecue grills.
It's like they're normally like hundreds and hundreds. This is like an $800 grill,
right?
and you just pay $20 in order to get put in the raffle. I mean, the list goes on. They had all kinds of. Oh, there's the picture of the green egg right there.
Yep. Looks like a grenade.
It does look like a grenade. Hey, you can have this big, massive
avocado.
size. Yeah, it'd probably better to be an avocado.
It's an avocado.
It's an avocado. And the benefits of oh gosh, you know, when I was going to tell you something, I was going to say something to you, and it completely went out the window.
Did it go out the window?
Yeah, because we got on another rabbit trail. I feel like I need to rewind the audio just so I can find out what it is that I was going to.
So you don't even know what it was.
No, I don't remember what it was. Restaurants. They have a lot of restaurants there. They even have Joe Crab Shack. We've eaten there.
Yeah,
Joe's Crab Shack. It's not bad.
We've also eaten at Garfield's.
We eaten at Garfield's.
We still want to try Waxy O'Shea's though.
Oh, Waxy O'Shea's looks good.
But Barbara and Ed said it's really good.
Oh, really? Did they? When you go there, that's what I was going to tell you. I remember. Now, when you go there to the landing and you're working on a budget and you don't have a lot of money, they do have a Subway in the landing.
Yes, they do. And they also have Charlie's Philly cheesesteak. Is that right?
What it is?
It was good. I liked their raspberry lemonade. It was amazing.
I'm going to find out what the name of that is for sure. Instead of just Charlie's, as I know for a fact is right. Landing. You know what I noticed?
What?
Land Shark Bar and Grill, Branson Landing.
What?
Did you know that?
They have one now?
I guess.
We totally would have went there.
Totally would have gone there. We need to tell them that we tried Pie 5.
Oh, yeah, that's true, because technically that's at the landing, too. We had never been to Pie 5 before, and basically even the guy there explained it as it being pizza version of Subway.
It really kind of is, except
they have some options.
You're right, it's Charlie's Philly Steaks. Awesome.
Bam.
You're good. I knew it was Charlie's, but I couldn't remember if it was Charlie's sandwiches,
But anyway, Pie 5, you could order the pizza just like what they had up on the sign, or you could specialize it. And Kyle and his wife came, and so did her sister, and then Olivia, of course, was there also. And they all ordered individuals. We went there and we got one and shared it ourselves, and it was really good.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. We had the Athenian pizza. And
yes, I could have done without the Kalamata olives.
Oh my gosh, they were so good. I can't believe you don't like them. Oh my gosh.
I don't.
Oh my gosh, they're so good.
They've got a weird tangy thing.
They're making me drool right now.
I don't like them.
Okay, well that's pretty sad. I did say that we could put them on half of it.
I know.
Also, if you're a person who's into moonshine, they do have a taste testing place of moonshine. It's called Smith Creek Moonshine, and it is made here locally in Missouri in the Ozarks. And they also have a restaurant. It's a little pricey. They did have a special going on where you could buy 3 and get 3 jars of your favorite moonshine
let's
and
clarify.
Get a 4th one for free.
But they're high.
They're like $30 a jar.
Yeah, so
that's like holy cow.
I want to clarify something. You just said they have a restaurant. It's a little pricey. Were you talking about the restaurant, or were you talking about their moonshine?
I meant the rrestaurant there.
Okay, I wanted to make sure because we jumped back to talking about the moonshine. I wanted to make it clear because
No, I get you, but yeah, they go with the idea. They have the distillery, or not distillery, but they have the moonshine taste testing, but they also have a restaurant. It's a little pricey, but you just walk up to for the taste testing. You just walk up there, have a man or a woman behind the counter, and they'll talk to you about the different brands that they have. You know what I really like there?
Everything.
Oh my gosh, just about, except for their vodka is a little harsh. They try to say it's pretty smooth, but it is a little harsh. But
you like the coffee flavor.
The coffee flavor is amazing. Me and Kyle are trying them out, and we tried the salted caramel moonshine, and he goes, okay, that's really good. I like it a lot. But then we tried the orange cream. And he goes, oh, you could accidentally drink too much of that and not know. You just don't know.
I've sampled that before, and it was incredible.
It'll knock you on your butt.
Yeah, I don't drink moonshine for a good reason. If I have something to drink, I want it to be just to enjoy the flavor. I don't want to have to worry about it knocking me on the floor.
Yeah, I don't want, if they could make it to where it doesn't make you drunk, I would substitute moonshine for Coca-Cola.
Wow.
But I mean, I
funny.
did preface, I did say,
if it wouldn't make you drunk,
if it didn't make me drunk, I enjoy the flavor. But the coffee is amazing. So if you go down there to the Landing and you're looking for like something fun to try to sample, because they have a lot of, you can sample, candies there. There's a place there's all kinds of, there's a fudgery there.
Yeah, Kyle went in and sampled some of the fudge. And like you said, there's a candy store that you can go in there. I think this is the first time we've went down there that we haven't bought us a bag of candy.
I think you're right. Because
I usually like to get my, is it there that I could also get amaretto almonds?
Yes.
I started to say I was thinking so.
Oh my goodness.
Remember.
Those things are addictive. Like we keep emphasizing that there is so much to do and see down in the Branson Landing area. It's just right outside of the downtown Branson. So if you exhaust the things you can look at and watch and do down in the Branson Landing area, you still have the downtown Branson area. So, okay, so now let's go back to the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue.
Oh yeah, we get rabbit trail really bad.
So, the event started at noon. I think it started at noon last year also, didn't it?
I think it did. I remember us getting there a couple hours early last year also.
So yeah, it starts at noon, and I'm hoping they do another one for next year. We are supposed to get some statistics from the Boys and Girls Club of the Ozark. We're supposed to get some sort of, a press release.
I started to say a press release and you said it right the first time. They're going to send us some statistics so that we can let you know how it went. They do a good job finding the entertainment. We were impressed last year.
Oh man.
And we hated to leave. We were just like, oh, I don't want to go home.
I mean, it was just so good. The music was amazing. And it's just like one artist after the next. And then the further they went down the line, the better they became.
This year, you want to talk about the first guy?
Okay, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, King Benny.
He was incredibly talented.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, first of all, you know what I said about him. I said he has a voice that is incredible. I couldn't get over the raspiness, but at the same time, he was so good.
Oh yeah.
And what did you like?
His guitar work. He was really good with the guitar. I mean, he knew
what he was doing. Oh yeah. And I mean, the guys that were with him, they were great.
You want to play a little bit of sample of the artwork here?
The artwork? Yeah, that's what it is. He is so good.
Amen. My buddy Brian Deeds on the bass guitar. We are King Benny. We're going to take it down one more time. Without a warning, you stole my heart. Took it all out and tore it apart. You left me sitting in the dark crowd here. You said your love for me said was died. Come on, baby. Come on, please. Begging you, baby. I'm down on one knee. Turn on your light. Let it shine on me. Turn on your love light. Let it shine on me. You could shine, shine, shine. A little bit high. A little bit high. A little bit high. A little bit high.
He's really good. He did a version of BB King, Thrill's Gone, that was really good. And you can tell he made it his own, but it still sounded like the original song.
Right.
And
I love it.
Now, didn't you tell me that he said that his brother was the drummer as well?
Right. His brother is the drummer, and then the other guy is their buddy.
And they were, I mean, as you can tell. And you know what? Their precision was really good.
Oh, you could tell they're definitely a team.
Yeah.
That they practice and practice and practice. I was just totally impressed. And all I kept thinking is if he's this good, what are we in for?
Oh yeah, yeah.
If he's this good, this is going to be an amazing day, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Here, let's just go ahead and... But, yeah, he was really good. I was really impressed with how good this band, King Benny, I looked him up. He does have his own YouTube channel. So if you're interested in, you know what, I could put that in the description for the podcast.
That's a good idea.
And go ahead and promote him and tell him, hey, listen, if you're into blues, you know what, this guy, he's really, really good. And I guess he not only does cover music, but he also does his own songs as well, so...
And he has incredibly long hair.
He has incredibly...
You know, all through his performance, the angle I was sitting at, I knew he had a ponytail. I could tell that. But until he turned to get his equipment when they were done, I didn't see that it was all the way down to his waistline.
Yeah.
That's what they pulled back in a ponytail.
Yeah. Every time I saw that ponytail, I immediately thought Travis Tritt.
He doesn't do that. Don't be...
Travis Tritt had long hair, didn't he?
Rocker hair, like... He looks like a rocker.
No, I thought it was longer than that. Travis Tritt?
No.
Okay, well maybe I'm wrong.
Get off Travis.
I'm not on Travis. I like Travis Tritt. What was the song that Olivia was playing this morning? It's a Great Day to Be Alive.
Oh yeah.
I love that song. You know that song? Let us know you play it. Day to be alive.
We're not going to do that anymore.
No. Anyway, so at least it's not disco. Okay, so, but you know what? And then we kind of got up, and then when another band was playing, Ghost Mountain Revival, they were playing, and we decided we were going to take that time to go walk around.
And cool off a little bit, because that's smart to do when you're down there.
Because it was a little hot. And then they played for us at 2:00, and then at 4, they Fast Johnny Ricker.
Okay. Fast Johnny Ricker is really good.
He is really good. He is really good. In fact, what did he call his band? A psychedelic rock?
Oh, I had it
I think that's what he referred to his band as, being psychedelic rock.
Yeah, and actually when they introduced them, they said he does a mixture.
Yeah.
He blends music. And it was so good.
Oh yeah, it was.
And I want to do a shout out to his drummer. His drummer was one of the best drummers I have ever heard.
He was pretty good.
He carried the beat, boy, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He was so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they were all three really good.
Isn't that funny? It's like, I don't remember who it was. Somebody said something. He walked up and it's like, okay, your drummer didn't get the memo of dressing in black.
Yeah, everybody up there is dressing in black, and it's like a heat index of 95, you know?
Yes, I was going to say the only relief that we had is if the fountains that was behind the stage went up and the wind blew it onto us.
Yeah, it would mist on you, and you go, oh.
Oh, that feels good.
And it's gone.
And it's gone, yeah. But I mean, okay, compared to the bands that we had last year, right? Mm-hmm. They were pretty good.
Yeah, they were. And we enjoyed last year. I mean, immensely.
Personally, I thought they were more consistent the year before as far as like, sound and quality and all that stuff. Each one of them were just as good as the next.
Oh yeah, you just
only
kept
got
going,
better.
Wow. And something that I have to say, and I don't mean to beat up on them because things happen, but there were some sound issues this year. More than one song where you couldn't hear the singers. And it was so frustrating.
Right.
So frustrating because you're just like, I can't hear him, turn it up.
Yeah. Yeah. And out of all of them, the one that frustrated me the most was
his next group that you had waited all day to see.
The Blues Brothers.
From Legends in Concert in Branson, right?
Legends in Concert. And Legends in Concert is, if you're not familiar with that, I think they have that in other places. I think they even had one over in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
And they basically have these performers who do impersonations of different famous music artists.
Right, they do, as we said, the Blues Brothers. I think the one in Branson has Adele, Michael Jackson,
Elvis, Elton John.
Oh, Brooks and Dunn. So, I mean, and on, I'm sure.
Yeah, the list goes on.
But we waited all day to see the Blues Brothers.
Okay, and if anybody doesn't know, oh my goodness,
Steve loves the Blues Brothers.
I love the blues, and the Blues Brothers is like the movie. I love the Blues Brothers. So, it's a perfect combination between comedy and the best genre of music out there in the world, and no, my opinion only.
Country.
My opinion
Country.
only. My only
country.
opinion.
Hey, listen can be okay. If you listen, they actually are obviously closely related.
Oh, you know what? In some cases I'd say yes, but another, like I have one foot and say yes, and then another foot saying blasphemy. That's where I'm at right now.
Well, then you just have to suck it up and deal with the fact that you're second place.
Oh my gosh, that's your opinion only.
I bet Livy would agree.
It doesn't matter what your opinion is.
I bet Alyssa would agree.
Just because my opinion doesn't mean that it's wrong.
Didn't you say you love Alyssa? It's your daughter-in-law.
What about it? What?
She likes country better.
She can like country all she wants. I'm just saying that blues is by far... Okay, let me put it this way. There's something you should know about blues. You would not have country music without blues.
I told you they're closely related.
But you wouldn't have your country music without blues.
It has to evolve into something better eventually.
Oh my gosh! I'm packing my bags. I'm leaving home right now.
Match.
No. It's kind of like I have a baby, but I won't want to go through the pregnancy.
No, it's not.
You have to have the blues without your country.
I thank the blues for country.
But you're dissing it right now. You're dissing it. Hey. Blues makes me happy. You're taking my happiness away. You realize that, don't you?
Blues makes you happy.
Yes, blues makes me happy, and you're taking it away right now as we speak.
That's all right. You're married to country crazy.
Oh, crazy is right.
All right, come on. We're sidetracked
again. Oh my gosh, you're nuts. Gosh.
Oh, you're so funny.
Okay, this podcast is over. I'm leaving. Where were we?
Blues Brothers.
Blues Brothers. Yeah. Okay. The other disappointing thing is they were in there for less than 10 minutes, or less than 11 minutes, actually.
Yeah, they weren't there very long, but I want to say they put on a performance.
They really did.
Those guys can move.
Yeah, they can. You know what? Maybe I can play some of the audio of that. Is that okay? Can I play audio? I don't want to offend you if it's blues. Blues is just horrible. Let's play a little bit of their last song, which is Soul Man, which really kind of put them on the map. You kind of hear us in the background, don't you? They really sound good, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sandy was kind enough to video that, and so I took that and I put it on our YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, it's great. I was really impressed with what good video I got off of a phone, but they were so much fun.
So much energy.
They were dancing all over the place. They danced with each other at one point.
That was funny.
It was hilarious. At one point during their performance, Jake did cartwheels.
Yeah.
I was hoping for the flips, but I'll settle for the cartwheels. He's not a tiny guy.
Yeah.
It was really, really fun though, and it just took us back,
It really did. And you know what? They had their mannerisms down. They had the tone and the cadence of the voice you normally hear from their singing and everything.
They did.
I mean, they really did a really good job.
Elwood even ran out into the middle of the audience at one point and danced around a little bit and ran back up there and climbed up on the stage again.
I would go to Legends Theater alone just
to see them.
Just to see them,
yeah.
And that's the only show. That's just them.
You know what though? Those guys were tired. They may only given us 10 minutes, 15 minutes max.
Yeah.
They were tired.
Yeah.
I was really surprised that they were able to speak.
Yes.
At the end, Elwood leans over and says, "We're on a mission from God."
And I'm gone.
And you can tell he's like, They moved so much.
They did. They did.
I was impressed with it. I was grinning from ear to ear. I looked down the row of our group, and Olivia was on the edge of her seat, grinning really big, looking at us, looking at them, looking at us, looking at them.
To me personally, because I know the music and the songs that they've played on the movie and also their albums, I was singing along with them.
Yeah.
Me and Kyle were both doing that. And he pointed at, what was that?
He pointed right at Kyle. I thought he was pointing at Alyssa because she's a cute girl.
Right.
And it was saying something that kind of sounded like it was romantic.
Yeah.
And he pointed at Kyle.
Yeah.
And Kyle's like, me? And he goes, yeah, you.
I think it was during where they're singing Sweet Home Chicago.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
And it was what was so funny about it, it's not just that Kyle's this, well, for lack of a better way to put it, big old redneck boy.
Yeah.
But Kyle is a big guy.
Oh yeah.
He's a big guy. It was so funny. Made Kyle's day though. He got a total kick out of it.
I think they could see that we were singing along.
Oh yeah. Kyle was singing with too.
Wasn't he? Yeah. We were just like, oh, this is Sweet Home Chicago.
We were just rolling. And we had those 3 girls with us, and I'm pretty sure Alyssa thought he was pointing at her too, and it was just so funny.
I was like, are you, I was the same way. I was like, is he pointing at me? Why would he be singing that and then pointing at me? I knew that thought was crossing my head. And it's like, that was weird.
No, it was worse. It was Kyle.
It was Kyle, yeah. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. The Blues Brothers, they really did a good performance. I wish they would have stayed longer. Personally,
I was sad to see them leave.
I was like, oh, you're leaving already? Okay, fine. I'll just have to go home and watch the movie.
But the thing is, we understood.
I did too, yeah.
They were hot and tired. They were standing out there in black full suits and
the
hats.
other guys were wearing black and
but they were wearing long sleeve suits.
Yeah, that's true.
And they were dancing a lot.
Yeah, especially Elwood.
Yes. Oh yeah, Elwood never quit moving. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But we were hot too.
That's why he was so skinny.
Oh yeah. At this point we were like, okay, we know there's up and coming stuff. What was coming up the last couple groups? There was 2 more groups after them.
Yeah, they had a couple other groups there, and the one after the Blues Brothers was, I have it right here, Adam Johnston. And we didn't stick around for Adam Johnston, of course.
Right, and then we were exhausted. We had been out there in the heat all day, and we were all just like, okay, we've seen the Blues Brothers, we need to leave, we need to go get cooled off.
Right, and the thing is Norman Jackson Band was after the Adam Johnston at 6:15, and then at 7:30 was the Norman Jackson Band, which they were there last year.
I started to say, I want to really point something now. The Norman Jackson Band is incredible.
Lots of energy.
We loved them.
They are considered the 3rd blues band in the world, the best.
They tour all over the place.
3. Yes, they do. They're very busy, and I think that that's interesting. I didn't see that before. It's okay. It's just a screensaver.
Okay, just making sure.
It's keeping a thing from burning into this. Okay. So, so that was the only one that was brought over from the year before was the Norman Jackson Brown. And, we highly recommend it. They're very good. Very, very good.
Yeah, they were just incredible last year. I wish we would have been able to stay. If we were staying locally, you and I may have done it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We might have left for dinner and come back for them.
We're about an hour's drive away from it. And
we were tired, and it had been so hot. We were, well, let's say it, we were gross.
Yeah, we were.
So we were just kind of drained. But our good friends stayed there, and they could not say enough good things about it. They said it was just incredible. Yeah, Barb and Ed. Mm-hmm. They said that it was really great. Really, really good. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Olivia must be home. Okay. So, hey, you know what? I hope they do it again next year.
I hope they do too. And we'll be getting back with you. We'll be getting back with you all about some different statistics and stuff that went as we find out how it went, because they are going to send us that.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how well they done. So, make a long story short, it was really worth the time. It was really a lot of fun. We hope to bring you some more videos and photo dodos. We hope to bring some more photos to you, some videos, and on the YouTubes. We always say the YouTubes. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We already have like a couple of videos up there, samples for you to look at and hear. One is King Benny, and then the other one is from Fast Johnny Ricker.
Right. And they're not long. I mean, I just recorded short little tidbits and put them up because we wanted to give an idea of what we were involved in that day.
Yeah. And then also I made and produced I took the video that you did and I created a video thing.
A Soul Man.
A Soul Man.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can go onto our YouTube and check that out.
Yeah. We want to encourage everybody to plan for it next year because it's this time of year every year. And I guess I say this time of year, we need to tell when it was.
September.
Yeah. We want to make sure you know that it is like the beginning or middle of September usually. So be watching for it.
Right. Yeah. This time it was September 15th that it happened. Of course this is all being pre-recorded.
Right. We'll try, each year we'll try to remember to share their event on our Facebook page.
So the benefits that the Boys and Girls Club has, I think it's important that we actually, give some sort of, because if someone's not familiar with what the Boys and Girls Club does, specifically around here in the Ozarks, but on the broad spectrum, basically they give a place for the kids to be after school to wait for their parents to come and pick them up. Also, they provide activities during the summer. They're open all.
They do sports.
Yeah. They do all kinds of things. And they don't just they don't just provide the benefit for kids in like a local town, but they also go to Indian reservations. They also go to military bases.
Right. Which is really cool.
Which is really kind of cool because what they do is they really make it specific of what those children's needs are. Because your needs on an Indian reservation is going to be different from a military base.
Absolutely.
And so they
and your kids just here locally aren't going to have the same needs as someone on a military base.
No, exactly. What they do is they work hard to give positive reinforcement and be a friend to a child who needs that. And I think it's a good worthy cause, a good benefit. To go and support the Boys and Girls Club of the Ozarks or just of America.
Right. And if you don't want to support that, you can still go enjoy it. It is an incredible time, but we encourage you to help them out.
I went to the Brews barbecue. I went to the Boys and Girls Club of the Ozarks onto their webpage, and they're talking. They have pictures of everyone from the Boys and Girls Club that volunteered and participated in it, and it looks like it went over really, really, really well. However, I have no statistics for you yet, so hopefully we can bring that to you soon.
That's awesome.
I think that it's a beneficial, good cause for helping children.
Let's keep them busy.
Yeah, let's keep them busy.
Safe.
So I'm really looking forward to giving that information later as soon as I can get that. In fact, I'm going to look at my email now and see if they don't have it in there.
Yeah, because if we do have it, it'd be really nice to get that done. It's probably going to take a little while, though.
Yeah, just to try to figure out the numbers and stuff. Nope, it's not there. That's a bummer. Okay, so I think that's a wrap.
I think you're right, and I know we were all over the place. That anybody that knows us knows that's fairly normal.
That is very normal for us.
But I hope that we have shown you just how wonderful a time it can be down there, and come see us at Branson Landing. Even if we're not down there, seriously, the place is wonderful.
Oh yeah,
but if we're there, it's even better.
We just make it all the better. Okay, well, thank you so much for listening to Two Tenderfoot Tourists.
Episode 61.
Wow.
I know. The one about blues, brews, and barbecue.
To get in touch with us, chat about this podcast or any other travel experiences, simply email us at tenderfoottourist@gmail.com. And you can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you like this episode, share.
And review.
Yes.
Review.
It's real simple, and it sounds crazy, but what we really would like to have is a 5-star review. You can also find us on iTunes and anywhere else that you subscribe to podcasts. You can find us, or my favorite one is right now, favorite. You can actually go to our website.
Our website?
We've
got a website.
Oh my goodness. TwoTenderfootTourist.com, and you can find all of our podcasts there. You can find all of our videos and photos. And I'm slowly adding photos to this website as I go along because we have so many.
We do. We're going to load that sucker up.
We are loading it up.
This was a really good episode, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh. You know what makes this podcast really good, honey?
Me. The fact that I'm so considerate.
Yes. And the fact that you love country music. It makes everything better.
And the Chief.
Wow. Chief. I know someone who I'm going to be praying for. And it's myself because I need my sanity. Okay, so I love you.
I love you too.
I'm leaving now.
Okay, who are you?
I don't know. I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Sandy.
Until next time.
Stay tender.
Broken thing, you.
I'm like, he's just going to keep babbling.
So we have a quick update.
From the second annual Blues, Brews, and Barbecue benefit that supported the Boys and Girls Club of the Ozarks.
Right.
They sent us their press release, and I'm going to read an excerpt from it because we wanted you to know how well it went. The Branson Landing Stage was rocking this past Saturday with the second annual Blues, Brews, and Barbecue event. Proceeds raised that evening to the tune of $10,700 will benefit the Boys and Girls Club of the Ozarks, BGCO, supporting over 1,600 area youth who utilize BGCO's after-school and summer programs throughout the year.
That's awesome.
That's a mouthful, but
that is.
What a great thing.
I'm so glad that at the time that we recorded this originally, we didn't have this information, but I'm glad we have it now so that we can bring it to you before we let you listen to it. So this is it. And also, just a real quick note, we like to give a shout out and a thanks for all the people who participated in this for this fundraiser. For the Boys and Girls Club of the Ozarks. We'd like to thank the partners 417 Studios, the Branson High School cheerleaders, Big Whiskies, Black Oak Grill, Branson Hot Tubs and Pools, Buffalo Wild Wings, Cantina Laredo. Is it Laredo or Laredo?
Laredo, I think.
Laredo? Cantina Laredo, Garfield's Restaurant and Pub, Jerry's Boat and Mini Storage, and Level 2. Visit these establishments as a way of saying thank you for doing this and hope that they will do it again next year.
Well, and I was noticing here it says that the event sponsors were the Branson Landing, Hilton, and Will Fisher of Springfield. And they created an atmosphere that offered incredible stage entertainment, a beer garden, local barbecue flavors, raffle drawings, and kids' activities.
Yeah, it was everything we said in the in the podcast here. So
right, they
just
awesome. Did an awesome job.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward. I hope they do it again next year because I definitely want to show up.
One of these days, we're going to have enough energy to stay for the whole thing.
What we have to do is we have to I don't know.
We need to get a room.
Yeah. Oh.
We need to get a room.
That is a genius idea.
That way we're not driving so far back.
Okay, fist bump that one. Boom. Okay, that's what we're going to do next year. All right, I love you so much.
That we're going to get a room.
Yes. All right, okay, that's it. That was our update. I hope that brought a smile to your face. It certainly did us.
And I hope it encourages you to go next year. So look for it in September, guys.
Oh, yeah, and if it does happen, we'll announce it on our Facebook page, our Twitter account. And you know what? We will be there, and you just say hi to us.
Absolutely.
We'd love to look at you.
We love to look at you.
We love to say hi. We like people to say hi. Am I right?
We like people.
We like people.
They make us happy.
All right, that's it. Thank you so much. Again, I know it's a repeat, but I'm Steve.
And I'm Sandy.
And until next time,
stay tender.